Hello and welcome back to a very solid experience. I'm your host, Chief the Bear. Before we get started on this video, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified about more videos. I have a deep love for music. Yeah, I do consume a lot of media, and media is one of my specialties as a whole. But music was a huge deal for me. Besides making music, I made this channel to do reviews and media analysis. A while back, I asked on TikTok, what albums would you like me to review? And I'm very excited to get started on the nice list you gave me. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Today I'm going to be talking about the album Distance by the band Rendez-vous. This band is a post-punk band that formed in 2012 in Paris, France. The album we are going to be covering is their second album that was released in 2016. Listening to the album, it gave me a bit of The Killers vibes. It has elements of punk as the drive for the album, with saturations of synth pop and new wave. You can hear brash punk elements fit nicely with the soft, almost angelic sounds of synthwave. As far as the mix is concerned, it's really nice. Punk is one of those genres that's been known to not have the greatest mixes because it's a very underground genre. A lot of punk is recorded in garages or areas in which the acoustics are not in the best shape. This album blends the sounds quite nicely to where you can hear all of the elements of the music blend and not feel like one is trying to be louder than the other. Starting with the title track, we get a sound that really sums up the vibe of this album. You get an emo synth sound with punk tones within the song that kind of drive it. We arrive at the song Workout, which gives me a bit of the synthwave and kind of leans more towards the synth pop sound. Following that, we get the song Foreseen Death, which takes a bit of a different turn. There's an acoustic guitar that accompanies the synth punk undertones that makes a decent switch up towards the end and lets you know that they aren't afraid to switch up the playing field while still keeping to the sound of the album. To come after is Hiroshima. This track takes me on a trip through Back to the Future or Revenge of the Nerds. Kind of a speedy, fast-paced sound, gives me a retro dance feel, which I kind of enjoy. Reaching the song Dillon, I get this feeling of mostly new wave, which wasn't too bad. It kind of sounds like it's more of a new wave sound than anything else. Not to say that it wasn't good, but I definitely deem it as one of my least liked tracks on the list. Finally, we reach the track Ignorance and Cruelty. Listening to this conclusion, it's clear to me that this band was heavily 80s influenced. The song gives me so many synth pop outro vibes. The most punk thing about the song is the vocals, while everything else seems to flow pretty softly, which is a nice touch, I think. In conclusion, this album takes you on a trip that sounds like something out of the Breakfast Club with a underground tone. If you like punk, it's definitely a punk sound, but it's not as rough sounding. Punk has a rowdy, raspy sound to it, and this takes a bit of a synth pop new wave element and really mixes in with it nicely. If you like the Killers, the Ramones, and perhaps U2, then I recommend this for your playlist for a bit of a switch up. I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10 poofs. If you want to see more like this, or if you want to see something else, leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.